I remember being about 7 years old, going to the kitchen, opening the fridge and thinking to myself, I want a snack, but I don't want to be fat. So I grabbed an apple. That started an obsession, an addiction with apples. Starting that day until when I was about 12 years old, I ate an apple every single day. Literally, every day I ate an apple. I would switch it up. I'd have Granny Smith and Red Delicious, but every single day, it didn't matter what was going on, where we were in the world, what was going on with my family. I had to have an apple. The message today is hug an apple. And what I mean by that is it's time for us to make peace with our relationship with food. I shared that story because for me, it's the first time I remember making a conscious decision about food that was directly related to my body and what I thought at the time was my health. And it also raises a lot of issues about the culture that we're in that socializes 7-year-old girls to think about their body image and wanting to fit a particular standard of beauty. That's a whole other long conversation that needs to be had. But what I really want you to think about is, what are the ways in which you've allowed food to become a proxy for the emotional needs that aren't being filled inside you? In what ways are food addictions replacing the things that you need to do, the choices that you need to make to live your best life now? I had to really sit with myself and think about why there were so many things on that list of foods I couldn't live without. There were so many items that I felt like were so important to who I am as a person that once I really sat down and thought about, why is this so significant to me? What memory is it attached to? It was actually a very cathartic experience. It allowed me to remember there's so many foods that are culturally relevant and traditional that really mean a lot to me. And while I can eat them in moderation, at times when I want to spend special time with my family, I don't have to feel that any food item or product that's out there is going to drive the choices I need to make to live the best life for me. But during certain times, I allow myself the flexibility of making choices that aren't driven by the clean eating plan that I've made for myself. And that is the way that I have chosen to restore my relationship to food. The apple thing, it set off a whole dynamic around feeling afraid of eating certain things and really feeling committed to eating certain things to the point of obsession. And I think that there's so many ways in which we internalize messages and we replicate behaviors that are passed on to us from the people that are around us that aren't ultimately serving our best interests. And so I really want you to spend some time thinking about why there are foods that you feel that you can't live without. And there might be some good reasons why you enjoy those things, and you should allow yourself to enjoy those things occasionally. But there are ways in which you can change your diet gradually and sustainably so that you don't feel driven by food addictions. Food addictions and cravings are often driven by mineral and nutrient deficiencies in your diet. So it's really important, not just from the emotional aspect, but as a tool for helping you identify what your body needs, for you to sit down and think about why you're craving and reaching for certain things at certain times of the day, certain times of the year. So this is a very useful exercise, not only for figuring out what you're doing wrong, but helping you figure out how to make better choices to serve your life. The point of living a healthy lifestyle is to make sure that you have the highest quality of life that you can for as long as possible. I really believe that eating things as close to the source as naturally as possible is something that can be sustained for your entire lifetime. Those are the food choices that I believe will help you avoid and manage diseases. Food does not have to control your life. Food is just a tool that sustains your energy level so that you can live your best life. So I don't want you to think that when you're changing your lifestyle, you have to cut out everything that you enjoy. You just have to be honest with yourself about the changes you want to make. You have to reflect on the road that's gotten you to where you are so that you can start to walk the road that's going to get you where you need to be. If you have any questions about clean eating or how to repair your relationship with food, please let me know. Have a great day.